I remember when I was young in my career, I work in a bank. We are told that banker, you cannot say you're a banker. Banker is not a profession. I work in a bank. I'm not a banker. And I remember those days when I was a very young teller or cashier. And our pay was very minimal. And what happens in a bank, if you get a shortage, you pay. So I want to encourage all of us, and I know those people are not here. If you are overpaid in a bank, please return. The teller is the one who pays, right? The teller is, so in case you find yourself, you count your money and you find it is excess, please do what? Return. I know those people are not in this room today. They are out there. But let us tell them, okay? Once we get out, we tell them that when you are overpaid, pay. So that particular time, I remember it was on 24th of December in the year 2004. In the year 2004. You can imagine how vivid it is to me. So at that particular time, I'm a teller. We used to get some Christmas token. So we were very excited. We were given some money. So in the evening, I started balancing my work. So when I balanced, and we used to close the bank at that time at 3 p.m. So I realized I'm having a shortage of 10,000. And 10,000 shillings in 2004, my friends, that was like almost $1 million. To a teller, it is almost $1 million. So I got a difference of 10,000. And 10,000 was almost 80% of my pay. So I wondered, now how do I pay this money? It is Christmas evening, 24th. We are breaking for Christmas. We've just been given some token to go and celebrate. And now I'm staring at my token going. And in fact, it is not even sufficient to cover the difference. So the token will go and my salary will go. And what we used to do, we used to gather and we go to the teller who has a difference and we start looking at the vouchers to see who is maybe, did you overpay a customer? Did you over-receive? All those kind of things. And nothing happened. So at that time, I just left my till and the money, I didn't care. The people, I left them with the money and I went to the washroom. You can guess what I went to do. What did I go to do? To pray and to do what? And to cry. 2 things. So I went to the washroom. And I told God, do you know what? God, hapa lazima ukuje. You have to show up. God, you have to show up. Because I have been faithful. I have never, in any time I find I have an overage, I have never put it in my pocket. God, you have to show up. I cried, I prayed. Then I just walked out. Of course, unapanguza na maji. So I walked out. So as I was going down, my team, my colleagues were busy checking and looking for the difference. They couldn't find it. So I saw the guard. The guard came. And he told me, you have been called, unaitwa. I'm like, nanani, I'm just imagining now, who is this? Said that you're being called, there's a customer who is calling you. And I said, kwani hajui tumefunga? Huh? You know, there is sometimes banka, si mnatujua? See, we have closed. Why is she coming? I said, no, she wants to talk to you. So I went to the window. Of course, we couldn't open the door. So I opened the window. I talked to the customer. She told me, I came in the morning and I had a budget of what I wanted to do. I've spent everything and I found I have excess. Hey, my friends. She told me I have excess. I asked, of how much? She said 10,000. Bring. Praise the Lord. I told her, bring. I couldn't believe it. She just gave me 10,000. And you are looking intact. I looked at it. Then I went, I found my colleagues. And I said, guys, look no further. This is the money. They could not believe. They were asking me, Nancy, how? A customer returning money. How? Then they started saying, Nancy, the God you serve, praise the name of the Lord. And to me, that was testimony enough. And anytime they would get a difference, they would call me, Nancy. And I remember I had a supervisor who used to tell them, see God, when Mungu wako, wacha Mungu wako akutetee wewe, wako. Sio wa Nancy, ni wako. So it is a time. So God showed up for me. It was experience. He favored me. It was experience. Nobody could deny it. Praise the name of the Lord. And since that time, my conversation with my colleagues became easier. I could tell them, my friends, you need this Jesus who can actually call somebody, give somebody no peace until they refund my money. I was wondering, you've had my money the whole day. Now you're bringing it in the evening. Where are you with it? God gave her no peace. Praise the name of the Lord. So if you don't want to be peaceless, please, once you are overpaid, return. Bwana asifiwe. And not just in a bank, anywhere. It is good. And it also demonstrates the favor of God. So God's favor is experienced. It is seen. And people actually testify with yourselves that you have God's favor.